Laura with Pampered Chef. Welcome to my kitchen. So tonight we're making baked bang bang salmon bites, and this is something, yes, it has an Asian flair, but it's really easy to throw together, and who doesn't like just putting it on a sheet pan? So we're going to use our Brilliance sheet pan and the rack, okay? So this is just super yummy, okay? So I've already started by having our salmon already cut up into cubes, okay? Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add in sesame oil. Sesame oil is really not used as a cooking oil, it's used as a flavor. And it is necessary for quite a few different recipes. So, we take about 3 tablespoons and we're going to toss the salmon so that it has evenly coated, okay? So now, hold on, we're going to get our seasonings together. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we need 2 teaspoons of salt. Now, I'm basically just going to do a half a tablespoon, okay? So that is making it pretty easy, okay? Now, I'm going to use paprika, okay? So there's that. We're going to add garlic. Oops, going crazy here. We're going to add garlic. You can do garlic powder. I prefer, of course, Pampered Chef seasonings. Okay, now we're going to add a chili powder, but Pampered Chef's chili lime. So we're just going to shake it up a little bit. Okay, now here is where we're going to add in just 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. And then we're going to add in a teaspoon of black pepper. Alright, so yes, quite a bit of seasonings, but remember, these seasonings are your flavor. Like, this is important stuff, okay? So we're just going to mix all those seasonings up. We're going to get our salmon back, okay? So now we're just going to toss these again, and we have to be a little bit gentle because fish is a little bit more fragile, but we want to try and evenly coat, as I just I'm not being very gentle, I guess, with these, but the whole point is you just want to be a little bit, they're not sturdy like steak, okay? So now that we have that nice and evenly coated, we're going to, by the way, your oven needs to be at 450, okay? So this is really important. Salmon doesn't take long to cook. It's one of those things like not even 10 minutes, like 6 to 8 minutes, depending on how it's cut, how big it is, but the temperature. The whole point, though, is we want that outside to get a nice crust. So how we do that, and yes, these are a little bit bigger. You can cut them smaller if you want. We want to make sure that there's enough space in between so that air will flow around it so that every piece gets that crusty outside, okay? I'm not doing it pretty. You don't have to do that, but you definitely want to have that airflow around each piece. Okay, now here is another tip. We're going to take our kitchen spritzer and we're going to spritz oil. This helps get that crust, okay? But I love this kitchen spritzer because look, it's a fine mist and you don't need a whole lot, okay? So now we're going to put this in the oven at 450. And I'm going to set my timer for 6 minutes. All right, so now we're going to make the sauce. So we need mayonnaise, and we're going to use sriracha. Now, you guys know that measuring is not my strong suit. So, I'm guesstimating here. All right, so we have our sriracha. Now, it's supposed to have sweet and sour sauce, but I don't have any sweet and sour sauce. So, I'm going to add in, we need 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar, okay? And then we're going to add in Pampered Chef's sweet onion sauce, just because we need a little bit more flavor but I wasn't prepared because I thought we had something and we didn't. So that's on me. But we can always improvise, all right? So, oh, that's a good substitution. We will be fine. Now the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some fresh ginger. So here's fresh ginger. I'm using some up in my fridge. This is the garlic press. And you put it right in here. And you just press it. Just like that. And now you just scrape out. I'm using one of our old knives because my little cleaner is somewhere. But look, that's our skin. Okay? So you don't have to sit there and peel it. It just comes out nice and clean. So we're going to take this and add some fresh ginger to it. Okay? And we're going to, I think we have to add a teaspoon of water, but I'm not going to worry about that. Okay? Especially, okay. So this is our sauce. So but as that's cooking, then our sauce is done. Look, dinner is, I have rice that I already cooked. We have some veggies that I have prepared. That's dinner. Just imagine me not talking and how much faster it would go. All right, you guys, would you make this? I would love to hear. You could probably try this with chicken. I would love to hear your thoughts. Have a great one.